Hello, it's another week, but we are going to continue our discussion last week. We bring you part 2 of I am a daughter, not a mother. But this time, it's going to take this angle. I am a daughter, not a deputy mom. Last week was very revealing, and I felt that we need to continue this discussion. So yes, we talked, and we had to break it into 2. So this week, we are bringing you part 2. And there are a lot of tears, a lot of pain, a lot of revelation, a lot of education, and you don't want to miss it. Let me say thank you to GTP for my skirt that I wore the same last week. Thank you to Leran Collections for my dress, my skirt and top. I love it. All of them want to take it to their home. These ladies, they want to take it to their homes, And thank you to at @the_global for my makeup. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. And yes, we're bringing you part 2 of our discussion last week. I am a daughter, not a deputy mom. And I have the ladies with me in the studio. But before then, let me say thank you to our sponsors. GTP. GTP is an Oga campaign. Make sure the GTP you buy is original, is genuine, and it's authentic. And you can only get this from all the accredited GTP dealers on the market, so across the country, or any wooden shop. You can also go to www.buygtp.com. Extra balloons and accessories, everything balloons and accessories. You can get in touch with them and they will sort you out. Now to my panel, I still have my ladies with me. Yes, from last week, we continued the discussion this week. And right opposite me, I have Dorothy. Let me wear my spectacles. I have Dorothy Cornelius AJ. She's a senior sales consultant for a real estate company, which is LBeam.
Yeah,
Elbeam Real Estate.
In Jowlu.
In Jowlu.
Yeah.
In Jowlu. Okay. And she's also a media personality. Thank you for agreeing to do part 2 with us.
You're welcome, man.
Okay. And then next to her, I have Brenda Amponsa. She is a nurse and a TV host. Her TV program is Miss K. Miss K TV on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then
I'm not on Twitter.
You're not on Twitter.
No, please.
Okay, so okay, all right, on Facebook, so you can follow her. They talk about everything, relationships and everything. So now when you're listening to her, you know where she's coming from. She has experience, you know. And I also have Antonia Tony DBA. She's an entrepreneur and a banker. Antonia is an entrepreneur. She does these granola, you know, FDA approved. And the name of healthy
Healthy
nye.
Healthy Schnee.
Healthish nye. But just for the health of it. Hey, they have swagged the name. So this is it. It's on the market. Is there, you know, places you can get to buy?
At the moment, it's just online. We are
Online,
yet to
okay.
put it on the shelves.
Okay,
in the
so
market.
where? So they can get you on what? Facebook and other places?
Instagram.
Instagram,
Healthish Nye, healthish_nye, NYE.
Okay.
Or telephone number,
Yeah.
055-252-0115.
Okay. And then she started making these Greek yogurt as well, but that's yet to be approved by FDA. But so watch out, very soon she'll be out with that. But thank you so much, ladies, for agreeing to stay for us to do part 2. You know, all because I want us to heal and heal properly. Okay. Now let me go on. Tonya, did you ever reconnect with your dad?
Yeah.
After how many years?
A long while. I don't think I remember. I think somewhere around from 97 to somewhere around 2004, 5. Yeah.
So your father not being around, did you also contribute to your anger? Did you ever go through that moments where if my dad were here, maybe things would have been different?
I am still angry about that. Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't even make things better because it's kind of like still in the same place. So he not being around and making us make these sacrifices leaves me angry when it comes to that part. I do not have that fatherly connection or love or whatever it is. I don't even know how it feels like. I don't care. That's how I feel. It gets me angry all the time. It's something I didn't even know we were doing in touch as we speak, but yeah.
You don't care, or you're trying to deal with it?
I think it's a mixture of both. Seriously, no one has really asked me that aspect. Wow. He still doesn't feel he has to come in. So whatever we went through or we are still going through, we are still in it alone. And he's still not in the picture. He's there, but he's still not in the picture anyway.
He has other kids?
Yes, he has. He has other kids over there, and we are here. We're good now.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're working on your own.
I'm working on my own. My mom is good. She's on retirement now, but she's so good. Like, so good.
Right.
My sister is doing so well, and I'm proud that's where we are right now.
Right.
And he comes in once a while, and it frustrates all of us because he pretends as if nothing ever happened. So now my mom is pissed, and I have to bear everything because he acts like nothing is going on. And my mom is at that point where she's frustrated because, you know, as a
never
woman,
remarried?
no. So that is where the whole pain is. I'm going through this counseling course, sort of. So I have learned how to deal with certain things when it comes. And my mom being an elderly woman at that age, I learned sometimes they need people to talk to. And talking about where she's coming from, being in that situation, I now understand. Because recently she even voices out, and I have no choice than to just listen. I feel like there is no one else she'll voice out to. And you could sense the anger and the pain. And then I try, oh, Mama, it's okay. Look at us now. We are good.
So your mothering role even hasn't ended.
No.
Now you will have to
No.
mother your mother as well.
No, it's intensified more. But as I said, I'm learning to take it upon, because I feel like, okay, you know in the Bible where they say as they grow, they become like children, and we become like, so that is how I see everything right now. In relation to the course I'm also doing, so I've taken it upon myself to just be there for her. Me being a woman and looking at certain things that I've also gone through with regards to my love life, my relationships in general, in all aspects, I understand her.
Do you think your experiences have affected your relationship in a way, your love life in a way?
Well, yeah, it has. Like Dorothy said, well, it used to be a thing of the past, though. Because I didn't have affection like that fatherly figure in my life. When a man comes into my life and shows a little bit of care and affection, and then I just let loose. And then I end up getting hurt so deeply because I'm not used to the whole thing. Yes.
Like it's like history repeating itself again.
Yeah, it messes me up big time.
Another man coming to abandon me just like my dad did.
Yeah. It messes me big time. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have kids of your own?
Yeah, I do. I have one.
You have one kid. Okay. You have a good relationship with him?
Yeah, I do.
With you?
Yes, he is with me.
So what's making you cry when you ask about your boy, your son?
I don't know.
He's your everything now?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's still hitting. There's too much. We need to. We'll have to have a session where we'll sit and really talk without the cameras. And maybe let it really, without, cameras, and really let it out. Say things and maybe swear, use the F words and everything. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do that and get it, because there's so much. There's so much. It'll be fun. It's Shasha.
It's called Shadrach.
It's Shadrach.
And his pet name is Shah.
How old is he?
Now he's 17 years.
He's 17 years.
Yeah.
Hey, you have a teenager.
And then he came back from school today too. So he's home.
Hey, your boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
And, my friend, don't drive the girls away from him.
Oh, no.
You were walking down, they will say, are you sure that's your mother? Is he tall?
Very tall, taller than me.
Taller than you. Right. So, Brenda.
Yes, ma'am.
You are also single.
Yes, please.
And I hope you don't think that there's anything wrong with you not being single.
No.
But it's affecting your relationship? You think?
It used to.
It used to.
Because I thought that the only happiness I had was when my father was alive. So when you come into my life as a man, I expect so much from you. I wanted to see that fatherly thing in you, like not in the aspect of taking care of me, but I expect you to be more caring. And I thought that I could find my happiness in a man. I thought that I couldn't make myself happy. So after 1 or 2 relationships, I sat myself down and I realized that I'm expecting more than I'm supposed to be. I have to love myself first. I have to know my worth before I have to enter into a new relationship. So it hasn't really affected me again when I got to know those things.
But now it's being used against you?
Not much.
Not much, yeah. People don't say, I say, now we're trending.
And that one they do. They do, especially in Kumasi. They hate to see you dress up to go for people's wedding. I remember.
You're not worried now.
Yes. Oh, I remember my kid sister's wedding. I was all over the place. I sing in church, trying to organize the singers, do that. One woman was like, now say yes, I from with you, Banono. And I said, yeah. My fairy my papa. And I would do me kind of way, and then you never send call some more. And I'm saying, Mommy, we are my why. So I am one type that when you say something and it hurts me, I don't sleep over it. I'll fall sick if I sleep over it. So like after everything, I just went to the reception and I met her and I said, Ma, see I saw them on so worried. And I worried. Man was all about to so worried. And I would know. Mr. Wasa didn't know the idea mean the man found me beam because I wouldn't take it. And then I left. So like 1 or 2 women saw me talking to her like that, and they came to ask me, and I explained to them what she did, and they were like, "Oh, like really?" I said, "Yes, she did that." So people do that. They just throw it into your face now. Oh, train. Then some even do not know the kind of life you've lived, the kind of journey you've passed through. I remember my friend, she laughed fighting somebody was like, "Don't talk to my friend like that about marriage. You don't know her journey. You wouldn't even fit in her shoes if she should give to you in a second." I was like, hey, so you fighting behind my back like this? Hey, Charlie. She said, now we trending now. Why you saying Jamal Pepe maybe I'll done a KMU perfect man? People will say all those of all sort of things. Nasty things in your face just because you are not married. But
Dorothy, did you ever get in touch with your father, your biological father?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes. But nobody knows this. I just those around me. I've never seen him before. Yeah.
You've never seen your father before?
No.
Your
It's more
father?
like it's more like a pen pal thing. Yeah, nobody knows that. I don't really say it like that. Yeah. I've never met him.
He's outside the country?
Yeah, he's in Maryland, America. I've never actually seen him before. He left way before I was born, and he's never been back till now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You carry a lot of bedding.
Yeah, but we talk. You know, it was funny enough. It was easier with my dad because there was no emotion. So I talked to him like one older man somewhere, but you have to give him respect because he's older than you. But with him, I think it's easier for him because he's exposed and he understands what he has done in a way. So when I'm talking to him and I'm saying all my headful, he just takes it in. He just takes it in and he tells you he understands what he's going through. And, you know, sometimes when I listen to him as well, sometimes when he has his problems, he talks to me and I tell him that, some of the things you are going, is my mother's case is so. And some of the things that you didn't do because you realize that he's not having it easy over there as well. And like I said, I don't hate him. Sometimes when he even says those kind of things, I get you know, sad for him and everything because him not being here, you're thinking he's having a good life over there. Honestly, it's not easy. Maybe he's in America, so yeah, economy-wise, he's going to look nicer and everything. But, you know, talking to him one-on-one with his first marriage, you realize that, no, he's not having it easy. I think it was easier with him because he's more exposed, so he can tell you much about it. Unlike Ghana, they feel like you're a child, you never understand. So they won't tell you a lot of things. I feel like me and my mom wouldn't have got to this stage if maybe once in a while she opened up. And you see, the reason why it's hard for me to let her slide because she was exposed as well. She did not grow up in Ghana. So anytime my grandmother is talking about what she was like, no, please. I never put her through those in a way, no. Maybe in my way I contributed to she turning out this way. But trust me, I gave my daughter the best of education that I could. Because I didn't even go to SOS. I went to Dex. I'm not saying it's not a good school, but I mean, back then, if you're...
Yeah, you went to SOS.
Hey, you know, back then...
They don't know that I'm alive.
Yeah,
you went to SOS.
It's a big deal, though. It is a big deal. So I think that's another reason why it hurts so much.
Right.
Then I'm not saying, maybe something has to do with something that she went through that she doesn't want to tell anybody about it. Right. Like I said, I don't understand everything because she never opened up. But the little psychology I did in school, I think that's what is making me move on because I get to understand there's something like postpartum depression. Maybe she was facing that when she had my brother.
The thing is, I mean, we'll never be able to exhaust this, but as I promised, we need to make some time out and really talk and let it out and laugh and use all the words and everything, because what all of you have seen you do, which we all do, still making excuses for others. You know, yes, it's important. Yeah, your mothers, your parents, so you need to forgive them. But I don't think you need to make excuses for it, especially if the person hasn't told you exactly why they did what they did.
No, me with mine, I think we went to her. My grandmother didn't understand because, like, a young girl, 18, 19, oh Lord, my mother didn't understand. So I think when we went to, my uncle was like, you know what, take her, go back to Takrady. Let her see whatever it is, since you are the mother, and let's try and settle this thing. So we went over that. I think that was when I realized that, you know what, it's time you move on.
Yeah.
The way she even treated her own mother, I was like, it looks like she's made up her mind. Like those people, they are ready to face whatever it is. And up to now, trust me, it's been forever. She's never tried reaching out. Maybe through other people, even though my cousins come to me and be like, oh, she's changed and everything. She will never try to do it directly. And sometimes I do understand her because now you're talking to an adult. You know, as at that time, she could control you if you don't want to. She would take all your phone, this, that. But I feel like right now it will be harder because if you see, I will see. Because first, maybe you tell me because I wasn't paying school fees. Well,
you pay school,
right now, I started paying school when I was in the university. So I feel like with that, she will say, and I also have something to say back. Whether good or bad, I'll have something to say back. She's not used to having that with me.
Yeah.
She's not, I would never, even if I say anything to my grandmother and she's in front of me and she's talking, I'll never say a word. It's because that's how we were taught back at home.
Yeah.
You never say anything to
an adult.
Or be rude or anything. So whatever thing you are bottling is in. And I know with this thing that none of my aunties or anything, they're exposed. They'll be like, you're canon. So even if she goes and reports to them, they'll be like, but she your daughter, you can equally take her phone and that's the same thing. If I have anything to do with her, I want something from her, and be like, now she's your mother. You can also take the phone and call and find out how she's doing. But I think when I speak to my little brother, I talk to him and everything. He tells me how everybody is fine and everything. I know sometimes he tries to fish out information from me and everything. And I know, like I said, I'm making excuses because yes, I don't want it to look like I hate her or anything. I would never. I would never. But I'm the one still dragging this whole thing because anytime they come in, anytime anytime his brothers or sisters come in to Ghana, they will be like, oh, yeah, mama, let me see, From that day we went, that particular evening, after we said whatever, she told her mother that if we are down, we should go. It was around 10, 11. We should go. We should leave her house. My mother was like, that's your crazy life. I beg you, let us sleep tomorrow, we'll go. So when we came back home and I started complaining, my mother was like, you know what? That's one thing she told me, and I was like, I'll move on. She was like, Abuna, if you're going to dwell on this thing, you're going to get old and you're going to have your kids. Maybe because you're going to dwell on it, you wouldn't focus and do well for yourself. 20 years to come, let's say if she's not alive and you are suffering with your kids, I'm going to tell them that your grandmother did this to me. What's the connection? They will not understand you.
Don't have to punish your kids because of your own
so she
experience.
was like, whatever thing you're feeling, I can't tell you to stop feeling it. But what I can tell you is, while you're dwelling on it, why don't you push it into what you want to be? What is it that you want to do? And I told her, it was slow, but right now I want to do TV stuff. I was like, what are you doing about it? Why don't you now focus more on that? When the time is right, God will make everything right. I'm not telling you not to feel what you're feeling. I can never say it. I can never say it. So sometimes me not going home and it hurts her. Well, she's my grandmother. It hurts her that I've detached myself. And I was like, that is how I get to overcome my pain. Because anytime I see you, I feel like, man, try mommy. That's how I feel. Man, try mommy. So like, I'm alone and everything. If I want to do anything that has to do with family, I'll be like, can we put somebody else's name there? It's not like, I just don't want to bother anybody. Can we just put a friend's name? Can I have somebody else just sign in for me? I don't want to drag anybody in this. And I know sometimes it hurts. So my aunties, those abroad, sometimes they try to communicate and everything to me, asking me if I'm okay and everything. They feel the hurt. They feel the hurt. So when they read some things online and everything, I send it to her, and she was like, I know you are not the only one going through this, but I just like the fact that you are rising above it, and it's not easy. For relationship-wise, oh no, madam, I can't. Because
we'll get there. We'll get there, Tonya. In conclusion, what have you got to say to parents and to other first daughters who've been through some of the things we've been through?
Okay. So to parents, let us be kids. It's as simple as that. I know sometimes it's unintentional, but allow us to be kids, enjoy being kids. Stop putting on those responsibilities that we are too young for. We tend to miss out on a lot around that time. And then to firstborn daughters who are also going through, who have been through this, you are not alone. And I hope this platform will also serve as an eye-opener, like a voice to everyone out there, that all will be well.
Indeed, all will be well. Brenda?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to let all parents who are watching this show to know that your firstborn daughters, they are daughters. They are not mothers. We are not mothers. We are not deputy mothers. So let us enjoy our youthful ages. Let us enjoy our childhood ages so that at least when we grow up, we will have something to tell our friends. Don't make us bitter. Love us equally. We are all your kids. And to everybody who has, in one way or the other, suffered the things we have also suffered, let it go. Because the more you feel so bitter about it, the more you can't be focused. But if you try to let it go, life becomes so easy for you. And you are able to advise somebody who passes through the same things. Thank you.
Dorothy?
Okay, first of all, I want to say that I love my mother, and she knows I do. Because anytime I think about her doing well and taking care of my brothers and all the things that she wants to do with herself. Now, I pray that she's able to do that. I always say a prayer for her all the time. And I don't really blame her and my dad anymore, because I feel like I had to be born, way or the other. So if they were never together, it's fine by me. But what I would like to say is sometimes talk to your children. The fact that they are timid and the fact that they don't tell you anything doesn't mean they are not going through stuff. Maybe you're just not creating the atmosphere or environment for them to bear out how they whatever it is that is inside of them. That's what I was saying about parents. And for anyone going through this thing, trust me, I don't know how I did it. I always say it's God. It is God, because if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be sitting here. Maybe I'd be in jail or with any bag with tattoos. So I'm not saying those having tattoos is bad, but I'm just saying that I would have been so out of place and out of touch with myself. But it's been God. I found a friend in him, and I don't need you to. I always tell you, you don't need anybody to get to know to God. Talk to him, and he answered me. He didn't care who I was or where I found myself in, and he came. And he made me who I am today. For me to even be here on Gifty and Madam Gifty Auntie's show, it's a blessing for me, because I used to watch her whilst growing up. And I know people that come on the show are not just anybody. So for me to be here, I'm doing something right. Don't let social media tell you whatever. No matter what it is that you're going through, please, your mom is to your mom, your dad is to your dad. But trust me, you have other moms around you that love you for who you are. So don't be rebellious and go extreme, or do things that might hurt your future in the end. Because at the end of the day, the question is, what would you tell your kids? What are they going to see when you're gone? When they come in, or your siblings, those you're taking care of, let them see you and be shy. Let them see you and also know that, mommy, want to try. Right now, my siblings I see right now, they come and they talk to me because I'm living that kind of life that they would want to emulate. I have my cousins abroad calling in, happy, supporting my work and everything, even though they know what I've been through, but they can see that I am not allowing that to detect who I need to be in future. Yeah. So I'll tell you, whatever thing you're going through, maybe it is meant to be for you to become whoever it is that you need to be in future. Trust me, that mom one day will call on you, and you will be there to help her.
Amen to that. I like that. You'll be there to help her.
Yeah.
And I would like to say this. I pray that this pain will be your power.
Amen.
This pain will be your power one day. And I'll be in the audience listening to you. And I'll be applauding whoever it is to be your power, to climb to higher heights. Yeah, but as for the chilling, we'll do it too. Group hug. Yeah. It is well. I'll be back with a bit of me. You know, due to the kind of world we live in now, everybody is being forced to keep up an appearance, to keep up pretenses, to be something. We are literally being forced to live a life that deep down within us is not a true reflection of who we are. Yes, I know we all sing. We don't look like what we've been through. But Charlie, let me use our local parlance. Charlie, some of the things that some people have been through, if you will take your time, just a little time to understand them, or hear their story, you understand why they behave in a certain way. There's so many broken people walking around. There's so many, especially women, walking around with brokenness that with a little wrong move or touch or word can drive them to the edge. There are many people walking around looking for acceptance, a little love. No, not that amorous love, not that money or anything, but affirmation, a kind word, acceptance. Sometimes all they need is just a word to say, oh, you look beautiful, just to say hello. I have had, the privilege of sometimes meeting people and say, hi, you look beautiful. And like the shock on their faces that, did Gifty Auntie just say that to me? Did she see, I see some, hello, how are you? And they just wonder, she noticed me? I don't understand. Why would she think I don't notice her? Or why would she think it's strange that I say she's beautiful or something? But it's because of where they are coming from, what they've been through. I will say everything, but I am one of those who really underestimate myself. I've had people say that to me all the time. My followers on social media keep saying, oh, you don't behave like this, you are so simple. And this is me. What I have, I gave. I was raised to understand that I should never forget where I'm coming from. My experiences, I see it, and I like to reflect it in other people's lives. I don't want anybody to travel the journey that I have traveled before. They should travel their own journey. So if I can be nice, if I can smile, if I can hug, if I can give an advice, and we are all in a position where we can touch somebody's lives. You are a boss, you are an HR person, you are an auntie, you are a mother, you are a church leader, you are a pastor, you are a pastor's wife. Let's all learn to be kind to people. Because yes, they may not have had it from their homes or from their parents, but teacher, you have a responsibility to touch that child's life. Pastor, doctor, nurse, listen, let's pledge and make a promise that just as we want other people to love and accept us, let us learn to love and accept other people. It doesn't take anything away from us. I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God. I know God has got me covered, but I know He's giving us wisdom. Let us reach out. And you out there, I want you to know that irrespective of what you've been through, you are worthy. You are beautiful. You have what it takes. You are capable of being an achiever. And I want you to believe it. I want you to receive it. And I want you to live it. Because in the long run, bitterness will only destroy us. Love, 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 love. It is well. It will be well. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.